departure evening of our cruise to Hawaii from Long Beach.
We're at it again.
January 9th, 2022. And unfortunately, we didn't get much video of the boarding process or us leaving because basically it was not very easy.
Hardest experience we've ever had. We walked up and there were lines of people every which where, no signage, no one to tell you where to go.
We had to rely on people in the lines to tell us what the lines were.
Which line to be in.
Yeah.
Once we finally got into the terminal
That's the dome at Long Beach.
This Bruce Goose, waited again. It was, you stand in line to hurry up and come stand in line in another area.
It was basically 3 solid hours of standing in a line, and about half of it was outside. And I know it's January, but it was a particularly warm and sunny day.
We're wondering why. We still have no clue why they did that. I think they were having a backup at the testing. Because for this cruise, going to Hawaii from Long Beach, it's the first one since the restart. It's still an experiment with the Hawaiian government. So in order to board this cruise, we had to...
Hawaiian government?
Yeah, the Hawaiian government.
State of Hawaii.
Whatever. So anyways, in order to board this cruise, we had to have a COVID test from at least 48 hours, a negative results, and then they tested us again before we boarded.
Yeah.
And then we have to go in 2 days. So on Tuesday, we have to go and test again. Yeah.
So Tuesday, we're going to have another test here on the ship. Now those tests, they don't charge for.
We had to go to this .go website before we got on the ship to sign up for their account. Yeah, we had to make an account with them.
Had to register for it.
Yeah, and then they kept checking our .gov thing or our .go thing.
Once you register, and we did that on our phone, and you think, or at least my thought is that, does everybody have internet access on their phone? For those people, they had to help them somehow.
There was a lot of people on the sideline that didn't have an account. They didn't register. They didn't know how. And they were very upset and frustrated and saying how they've lost their place in line several times because they're too stupid to figure this out. And I mean, I felt really bad for them.
Yeah.
But then once we finally got to that point to where we were going to get tested, the line was another about 20-30 minutes.
Well, we did get about 20 or 30 minutes. We got through that line, and you had to show them on our phone a QR code. So we went over, and then after you get some registration, they give you a piece of paper.
A printout of all your just personal information.
And then you go into a little private area with
and then they go
cubicles, and then they swab your nostrils, and they don't go up into your brain.
They didn't touch my brain this time. Yeah. We worked really hard to donate boogers. They were free. We kind of gave them the boogers.
You may have given them the boogers.
I gave them a booger.
Yeah, yeah. So I said, well, what do we do next? And she says,
she was like, what?
Okay, you took the sample, you stuck it in a little tube, something or other.
What's the next step?
Shook it up, and then she poured this lime green looking Kool-Aid onto a little pregnancy test thing. And then she says, okay, you're going to get an email in about, within a half an hour. We're going to get an email. Well, I better go home and check my computer.
Right.
But, okay, well, email on the phone. And so we went out, and it was 12 minutes later.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty fast.
It came up, and of course it was negative. And then that gave us the final step to go to where you normally would check in. By then it had been about 3.5 hours from the time that we got there. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so we got into our room, which was ready because now
by then it was 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30 we got on, and sail away is 4 o'clock. Yeah. So we weren't able to get any video of anything else, not even the cruise terminal, because you're not allowed to do any video or pictures inside the terminal at all. We're getting ready to probably go get some dinner. Hi, how you doing?
I'm great.
Yes.
I was waiting for you.
You were all night, huh?
All night, all day long.
All right. Well, here we are.
We're here.
At dinner.
The menu.
The menu's on the phone.
The menu is 4 pages. The menu has pretty much the same old stuff on it that it does
every time. Okay. Sorted salads and main dish. They have vegetable lasagna and Indian vegetarian dish. And then, of course, you got the steak, pay extra stuff for. And everything we need is provided by our very wonderful host, Mr. G'day.
G'day.
And for dessert, I elected for the chocolate ice cream. And of course, Carrie had the chocolate melting cake. Stick your spoon into that, will you?
Oh, I was gonna eat it.
Well, just... Is that one cooked more?
It's just delicious.
That's it for now. We'll come back to you later, let you know what's going on.